Hi, Alison here at Keithley Healthy Living for our Rethinking Pain Movement Matters session. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me on a Wednesday afternoon. Lovely to have you joining me again. Do remember to like the page or send me a message in the comments box to let me know that you're joining me this afternoon. So this afternoon's workout is going to be all chair based, so you will need your chair. No equipment needed this afternoon, just your chair and yourself. So before we start today's workout, check the area around you is free from any hazards. There's nothing to trip or fall over and nothing to knock into. You need to be wearing clothes that are comfortable for you to move about in, and on your feet you need something that's going to stop you from slipping. So pumps or trainers are ideal. Before you participate today, you need to be feeling fit and well, free from any medical condition, illness or injury. Once again, my name's Alison and I work for Keithley Healthy Living as part of the Rethinking Pain Movement Matters team. And our session today is all about moving more and helping you combat the pain through movement and exercise. So we're going to start with our warm-up, and we're starting with the warm-up and mobility exercises purely on the chair today. So we're just going to check that our alignment's correct when we sit down. So we need like a 90-degree angle between our feet and our thighs, and a 90-degree angle between our thighs and our back. So correct posture is always good for the exercise, because if you've got a correct posture, it helps get that body in a good alignment for you, and also that helps combat the pain and getting the muscles in the right places. So we're just going to start by shrugging the shoulder, lifting and lowering that shoulder just up and down. And then we're just going to move over to the other side, shrugging the shoulder, lifting and lowering, keeping that back tall and keeping that tummy in nice and tight. And then we're just going to circle that shoulder, taking it round, brushing past the ear as we do that. And then over to the other side, just circling that shoulder round as if you're going to brush it past the ear. And last one. Okay, from here we're just going to march the feet through, working through those feet and thighs, getting all our body warmed up, ready for our workout. And from here we're just going to lift the knee up and down, keeping that back tall once again and keeping that tummy nice and tight. Let's have 4 more this side. And then over to the left side, lifting and lowering. Two more. Last one. And then we're just going to flex the foot and curl. So working through the hamstrings, bringing that foot back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just going to take it to the other side, flexing forwards and back through that hamstring. 4, 3, 2, 1. As we take those knees into a march again and work through. I'm going to push forwards now and flex through the heels. So just taking the heels out in front, flexing through, pushing from the upper body at the same time so the upper body gets a bit of a workout too. Pushing it through. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're just going to take the heel and the toe to the floor. Heel and toe. So working through full range of movement for that foot. You can add a bicep curl in there as well at the same time. 4, 3, 2, 1. And changing sides, flexing and pointing. Flexing and pointing. And then again, we add that bicep curl movement in there. So we've got the arms working as well. 2 more. Last one as we go back to marching through on that chair once more. We're going to just warm up the neckline now. So head looking forwards. I'm going to turn to the right and center, left and center, right and center, left and center. 1 more each side. And then we're glancing up and looking down. The warm-up exercises are good to get us warmed up and mobilized and prepare the body for the harder work that's to come. Relaxing there. March the feet through again. And let's push those heels forwards. Just working through the heels, working through those hamstrings once more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's warm up the middle body now. So hands in front, and we're just going to turn to the right and center, left and center. Take care not to turn too far, particularly if you're suffering with any osteoporosis or brittle bone conditions. Just nice and gently, nice smooth movements. Try not to jerk. So we're just keeping those hips facing forward and all the movements coming from our waist. And last one, we rest the hands down now, and we're just going to tilt to one side again, keeping those hips facing forward. All the movements coming from the waist. Imagine you've dropped something on the floor and you're trying to pick it up once more. We're not taking it too far. Just very careful, especially if you've got any brittle bone issues, that we don't jerk and we don't take that movement too far. We're going for one more each side. And resting there. So hopefully our whole body's warmed up now. We're going to start with movement for the upper arms. We're going to start with upper arm workout today. So one of the important things to remember if you're using your arms, if you have any blood pressure issues or heart conditions, make sure you keep your feet moving or just your toes wiggling while you move your arms, so it maintains that venous return to the heart. Okay, so we're going to start by just taking the elbows out to the side, and we're going to bring the elbows in together and out. And as I do that, I'm just going to move my legs in and out to keep my lower body moving. So taking them in and out. So the thighs are getting a bit of a workout here too. So it's like a 2-for-1 offer. Elbows together. Any questions about the exercises, please do message me in the box. And even if you're not watching me live today on a Wednesday afternoon, you can still message me another time. I'll be happy to respond to you. So do get those messages coming in. It's always nice to know who's watching and always nice to have people's feedback. Okay, so 2 more. And last one. Remember, you don't have to do all of these. Just do as many as you feel comfortable with. We're going to now take the elbows down. So we're taking them down towards the tummy. As I do that, I'm just going to bounce my feet at the same time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you feel that in your upper arms? Okay, we're going to do a similar one now. We're elbows together, and we're going to just lift it up a bit further and pull down. So we're involving the core at the same time. Pull down, up, pull down, up, pull down. So not only does the L arms and the core get a workout here, we also get a bit of a workout through the calves. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Give your hands a shake. Okay. We're just going to push through each finger now. This is quite a good exercise if you get arthritis in your fingers, which I know many of you do from emails and comments that I've had through. So we're just working through the fingers, pushing into each finger, and then we're just going to wiggle the fingers, and we're going to pull each finger back, nicely working it through, and back the other way, pushing it back. And then we're just going to push the fingers all together and stretch them back. That feels nice. And then over to the other side. Give the fingers another shake. Lovely. Okay, more on the arms. We're going to take one hand down by the side and one hand out to the side. So we're just going to lift and lower that arm just straight out, so it's out at like a in line with your shoulder, and then bring it back down again. Okay, so we're lifting and lowering. Hips stay facing forwards, back tall, tummy in. This time working the top of the arm just there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 4 slow ones now. So we're going up for 2 and down for 2. And while I'm doing this, I'm just wiggling my toes in my shoes to keep that lower body movement. Up for 2, down for 2. 2 more. And last one. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So make sure you've got enough space at the other side before you do that. Okay, so we're going to take it down and lift it up, down and lift it up. And the other arm just rests at the side, head looking forwards and taking the arm out to shoulder height and back down again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go down for 2. Up for 2, still keeping those toes moving in my shoes. Down for 2, up for 2, and 1 more. Lovely. Just circle the shoulders and shake your arms because we've done quite a bit there on the arms. Okay. Next exercise for the arm, we're going to bicep curl. So we've already done a little bit of this already in the warm-up. So we're just going to curl in and down, in and down. So we're just starting off with a nice movement. Try not to do it too quickly because we want the muscle to work rather than momentum. So we're just curling and down. If you wanted to make it harder, you can slow it down or you can use some sort of weight. So lift and lower, and I'm just lifting my toes with that exercise. Right, okay, let's go up for 2 and down for 2. Nice, smooth, non-jerky movement. Up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, and last one. Rest it there. Let's focus the attention on the other side now. So we're going to do the same exercises on the other side. So curling the palm up towards the shoulder. Nice and controlled, and just keeping those toes moving at the same time. Not too quickly because we want the muscle to work and not momentum. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And then we're just going to change the speed now. So we're going up for 2 and down for 2. Careful not to jerk the arm. It's just a nice, gentle movement. Up for 2, down for 2. Last one, up for 2 and down for 2. Okay, give the hands a shake. We're going to take the arms out to the side now. So you can take the elbows up. What we're going to do is we're going to move the upper body forwards. And then we're going to open out the chest. So we're working the chest and the tummy, and then the back is actually working a little bit here as well. Okay, so check the hips are facing forward, your feet nice and grounded as we bring the elbows forwards and then lift it back. Forwards and lift it back. So working through the chest, the tummy muscles and the lower back. Keeping that head in line with your spine, back tall, tummy nice and tight. So take it forwards and bring it back. Forwards and bring it back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Keeping with the middle body, taking the hands onto the thighs with the head looking forward, we're going to do something now that's going to straighten out that lower back. So hands on the thighs, and we're going to slide those hands nicely down over the knees, very, very slowly over the knees, onto the calves, and down towards the toes. Very, very slowly. It's almost like you're unstacking the back, vertebra by vertebra, as we go down to the shoelaces and to the toes. And then slowly, slowly, we're going to come back up, Keeping that head in a nice natural alignment. Head in line with spine. As we slide the hands up over the thighs. And we line up each vertebra by vertebra as we go up through the back. Lift the shoulders back first, and then the head. Let's do that exercise again. So hands on the thighs, slowly, slowly sliding those hands over the knees. In front of the thigh, head in line with the spine. Taking the hands onto the shoelaces. You might just want to leave them on the calves, that's fine. To the toes if you can. If you can't come all the way down, don't worry, just work to your capability. Hold that stretch. And then we're just going to slide it all the way back up. Hands on the calves. Over the knees. Onto the thighs. Slowly, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Lifting the shoulders. And finally the head. Let's do one more of these. So sliding those hands. Over the knees. Keeping that head in line with the spine. Back tall and tummy in. Taking the hands onto the shoelaces. And then we're just going to slide it all the way back up. Keeping that head in line with the spine. Slow, slow movement. Hands over the knees, onto the thighs. Lifting up the shoulders, restacking the back, and finally the head. Let's just circle those shoulders now. Hopefully everything's all nicely aligned. Let's do the one for the tummies that we do. We've done this most weeks. So we're just going to slide our body a little bit further forward. So we're at the edge of their chair, so we've got some space behind us. Take the hands in front. We did this with the block last week. This week, we're not doing it with the block. We'll just do it freehand, and then we'll have the hands forward, and then we'll advance it by crossing the hands over the chest. So hands in front, and we're just going to take the body backwards. So head in line with the spine, take it back, and lift it up, lifting through the pelvic floor as we lift up. So we're working the tummy and the pelvic floor. And then people that come to class have told me that they found it beneficial to their back, this one. But the tummy muscles sort of work in opposition to the muscles in the back. So that would make sense. So keeping that head in line with the spine. Back tall. Tummy in. And lifting up. 4 more. Remember, you don't have to do all of them. 3, 2, and last one. Rest it there. Okay. But the position that we're in now, we're going to just do something for the inner thigh. So we're going to just take the foot and we're going to turn it so the ankle is going up towards the ceiling. So I'm thinking about lifting my instep upwards. I'm sort of going to move the foot across. So we're going to lift and lower. So we're just working from the inner thigh, and I'm lifting. I'm not quite putting my foot down on the floor today. I'm just going to leave it hovering over the floor. It does make the exercise slightly harder, but it's better for us than just clonking our foot back down. 2 more, because this one we can feel very quickly. Rest there. Over to the other side, flexing the foot, instep going up and across. So we're just lifting and lowering. We did 8 on the other side, so we're going to do 8 on this side. 6, 7, last one, rest it down. Now, changing back to the original side, flexing the foot. This time I'm going to take it out to the side, so I'm working along the outer thighs as I go out and using those inner thighs again when I come back in. So I'm taking the foot out to the side and bringing it in, out and bring it in, out and bring it in, flexing that foot, feeling it on the side of the thigh, so it's really good with the thighs and the hips. Nice and controlled. 2 more. And last one, rest it there. Over to the other side, flexing the foot. Take it out and bring it in, using that heel. Take it out, bring it in, take it out, bring it in. Nice and controlled. Back tall. 3, 2, 1, and rest that foot down. Are we all okay? Did we feel that in the thighs? Like a lot of the exercises, you know, it's normal to feel a bit of muscle soreness when you start doing them, especially those two. But as you keep going with them, you get less muscle soreness, but having a bit of ache is part of exercising. And what you'll find is it will improve over time, and you will probably see an improvement in pain the next day. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to that tummy exercise. Okay, but this time we're going to cross the hands over the chest to make it a little bit harder. If you still prefer to keep your hands in front, that's absolutely fine. Do the exercise as you feel it's most comfortable and for you, and how and where you feel it will benefit you most. So we're just going to place the hands over the chest. So we're going to do it nice and slowly. We're going back for 2 and then up for 2. Back for 2, up for 2. Back for 2, up for 2. Back for 2, up for 2. Last one, rest there. From here, we're just going to take one hand in front and the other hand we're going to lift it up and thread it under. So when we're doing this, we're working the muscles in the side of the body, down the side of the tummy muscles. They're called the obliques, and they're just sort of to the side of the core. So we're just going to put the hand up and thread it under. You will also find that you using your arm as well, so your arm gets a bit of a bonus workout as we thread it up and under. Up and under, up and under. Keep it going. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and relax it there. I always feel like I'm threading a weaving loom doing that one. Okay, hand in front. Let's do the same on the other side. So to pass it up and under. So imagine you're passing a shuttle under through a weaving loom, because it's that sort of movement. Very good for us though. We're good for working our sides and our arms. Up and under, up and under. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Okay, let's just circle those shoulders and roll back. One final tummy exercise, hands over the chest. This time we're going back for 3 and up for 1. Remember to use your tummy muscles and your pelvic floor to lift you up as you come up for the 1. So we're going back, 2, 3, and lift up. Back, 2, 3, and lift up. Keep your head in line with the spine. Back tall, tummy in nice and tight. Back, 2, 3, and lift up. Back, 2, 3, and lift up. Twice more. And last one. Resting there. Okay, a final part of our exercise session today is the stretching. So it's important when you've exercised that you stretch all the muscles back out, because that helps prevent injury, and it also helps to combat your pain as well. So don't be tempted to skip this section. This is the bit that's quite important. So I'm just going to start by just bringing the right leg in towards the chest. Hold it there. And we're just going to circle round with the foot. And then we're going back the other way, circling round. From here, we're going to just point the toe forwards. And so we're just thinking about our flexibility here. Point and flex, getting a bit of muscle movement in there. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and hold. So you can hold it in this position here. You can reach to your toes and your shoelaces if you like. If you want to increase that stretch or you just find it more comfortable, place your foot on the floor and reach towards the shoelaces here. Both ways you should feel a stretch through the back of the hamstring. It shouldn't be really painful. It should be just a nice, gentle stretch. And release there. Always choose a position that's most comfortable for you. So now we're going to place the heel of that leg onto the calf of the other leg so we get a stretch through the outer thigh. You can leave it just there if you feel the stretch and you feel that's fine. If you want to increase that stretch, bring the heel up so the heel is just underneath the knee. If you want to increase it further, you can place the foot on the knee, leaning forward so we get a nice stretch all the way through the thigh and the hip. And particularly if you've got an achy hip, it's really good for curing the ache. We're bringing the knee now over the other leg. If it's just in front over here, that's fine. What we're going to do is turn the hand so that we've got the opposite, get this right, opposite knee to elbow up, opposite hand to knee, and look over the shoulder so we feel a stretch down through the sides of the body. We're going to switch sides, so this time we have the same knee and elbow, or same hand and elbow together, and we're just got, I should have said same hand or knee together, shouldn't I? It'd be difficult to get the same knee and elbow and hand together. So we're just going to open the chest out, feel that nice stretch in the front of the chest. And relax it there. Bring the knees back to center. Let's do the same on the other side. So knee in towards the chest. Circle round. And back the other way. So we just get some nice movement into our ankles. And then we're just going to point that foot forwards. And here we go. Points and flex and points and flex and points and flex. Points. Flex, hold it there. Reach towards the shoelaces or the toes if you can. Choose a position that's best for you. If you find it easier on the floor or more comfortable, just place your foot on the floor. Everyone will be different with this. Some lucky people can reach past their toes, but as long as you feel the stretch in the hamstring, which is down the back of the leg, that's the right stretch for you. And then we're going to take the heel of that leg onto the calf. Feeling that stretch through the outer thigh. We're just going to slide that heel up the leg. Slide the heel up. Like, oh, my words mixed up today. So hold it there. If that stretch feels easy for you and you want to expand it further, you can place your heel onto your thigh. Bring the body weight forward so you feel that stretch through the outer thigh. And then from this position, we're just going to take that knee over the other leg. Hug it in with the opposite hand to knee. And look over the shoulder so we get the stretch in the sides of the body. Opposite hand to knee, or if you want to advance, you can take elbow to knee. And then switching sides. So we've got the same hand and knee together. Opening out the chest, feeling that stretch through the chest and the sides of the body. And then we're going to bring the feet in together, hands on the thighs, pull the tummy in and round the lower back. So we're getting a nice stretch in that lower back area, which they call the seated cat stretch. This one, so you're just pulling your tummy up, pulling your tummy in, pulling your back up like a cat. Head looking down. Head in line with the spine. And then we're just going to stretch through the chest and the tummy muscles into what we call a seated cow stretch. So just pressing forwards. Pull the tummy back in, round the lower back, so back to that cat stretch again. And lifting up, taking your hands into the small of the back and pressing the chest forward so we get a nice stretch across the front of the chest. Relax those hands back to neutral, and we're going to take the right leg out to the side. Just lean forwards with the body so we get a stretch through the inner thigh, which did work very hard when we were doing those lifts from the chair. Bringing the feet back to the center, and we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So hands forwards, feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Bring those feet back together, and then we're just going to take the right hand between the shoulder blades and the left hand over the top or pushing from the front so we get a nice stretch through the upper arms in the tricep muscle. Head looking forwards. Again, you can keep your feet moving if you've got any heart conditions, blood pressure issues. And then we do the same on the other side, between, over or pushing from the front. We're going to take the hand to the side of the head now and reach out to the side so we get a lovely stretch through the neckline. Careful not to pull on your head. And do the same over on the other side. Then the hand that's out to side, we're going to bring it forwards. Show me the palm, hold between the joints and look over the shoulder. Relax the arm down and we'll do the same on the other side. Hand up, between the joints, look over your shoulder. Release down, take the arms forwards, and we're just going to push forwards to get a nice stretch through the upper back. Again, the toes are pointing forwards. Now we're going to wiggle our toes as we lift our hands overhead and push up towards the ceiling, feeling a lovely stretch through our tummy muscles. Take one hand down to the side and reach across to the corner. Release it there, changing sides, lifting up and across to the corner. Release it down. Take a big deep breath in and release down. Again, lifting up, breathing in and releasing down. Give your hands a shake and give your legs a shake. Well done. Give yourself a clap because that was a really good workout. Not the easiest workout, but you've done well today doing that. So remember, the session is recorded so you can watch it back again anytime you like. So if you want to try the movements again in your own time, you're welcome to. You can find more of these Rethinking Pain and Movement Matter films on their website. You can also find more Rethinking Pain Movement Matters videos on the Rethinking Pain YouTube channel. There are more of these videos. If you scroll further down our Facebook page, there are lots of videos to find with various different exercise classes. Myself, I'm live every Wednesday. Mary is live every Tuesday morning. Andy is live every Tuesday evening, so do please join us. And if you live in the Bradford and Craven district and you want to be referred into our Rethinking Pain community-based pain service, please ask your GP to make that referral for you. Thank you once again for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed our session, and I hope that you'll join me again next Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye.